Hi, Gloria Lebecker here with Healing You. Did you know that horses can read your thoughts and emotions? They have an innate ability to give honest feedback and naturally use their bodies to know the world. As sensitive, sentient beings, they're in a unique position in the animal kingdom to teach us in ways never before possible, accelerating learning exponentially in ways that we can apply to our lives immediately that creates lasting change. I remember working with a group of youth one day. During an activity, each participant wrote down on a tag something they treasured and wanted to protect about themselves. Then they each shared what they treasured with the group and tied their tag onto the chosen horse's mane. One girl, we'll call her Anna, shared, "I'd like to protect who I am," meaning everything about myself, because I'm accepting who I am. And next, as a group, they built a boundary they thought fitting for that horse and attempted to keep the horse, which now represented what each one individually treasured about his or herself, to keep him safe in the boundary. As the horse stepped out repeatedly of that boundary, just kept stepping out of it, the group's ability to communicate verbally decreased. And in the silence, a boy, I'll call him John, he looked around and he saw several ropes at the edge of the round pen and walked over and began tying them together. And Anna acknowledged, "I have no idea what to do. I'm just going to follow him." And the other youth followed suit, and using only body language, John got each one to hold the rope a few feet around the horse, forming a circle to keep it safe. We took a little break while we discussed the next activity, which was to name what could tempt each of them to give up the power to protect their individual boundaries. "Peer pressure," Anna exclaimed. Looking at the course set up in the corral, I asked her, "Which obstacle best represents peer pressure to you?" "The logs in a row," she said solemnly. "They could trip you up." Working as a group, they created boundaries at each obstacle to protect the horse from the temptations, which were buckets with a little grain inside. And when they finished, I acknowledged, sometimes we need to think ahead and build strong boundaries against temptations. Feeling ready, they led the horse all together through the course, making boundaries as needed to protect what they treasured about themselves from temptations. And as they drew near to the logs and the temptation marked peer pressure, the horse rushed right past them, stuck her nose into the bucket of grain, and got a tasty bite. They were surprised, and they really struggled to protect who she represented, which was themselves, from further temptation. And the group found themselves with everyone on the very same side of the horse. Finally, one boy hollered, "Go!" And like a catalyst, they gained momentum once more and moved through the rest of the course. In the debriefing circle, I asked the group, "What happened?" Well, John said with wide eyes, "Peer pressure got the best of us. We were communicating with body language. Using words might have helped." Another boy responded, "It was kind of tricky and hard." And Anna observed, "Society, rules, and peer pressure can trip you up. You need good relationship skills to keep your boundaries safe." Horses are large and powerful animals. Accomplishing a task involving a horse, in spite of fears or perceived limitations, creates self-confidence and provides metaphors for dealing with challenging situations in real life. Horses mirror exactly what our body, emotions, thoughts, and energy communicates to them. And their honesty makes them especially effective messengers. In addition, their natural responsiveness to clear intention can empower us to discover and accomplish our goals. So, what question are you sitting with in your life that you could bring to the work with the horses? I invite you to begin your exploration today. And thanks for being on the journey with me today. healing you.